my home riding spot for today's trick. As you can see, I've got Cece with me today. As you saw, she was doing a little bit of training herself earlier. Today's trick is going to be the decade. It's a back wheel trick, and I'm going to show you the single decade and the double decade, and also I will share with you some footage of me doing triple decades some years ago. So let's take a look at the decade. So let's take a look at the decade at full speed. As you can see, it's over pretty quickly. So I'm going to show you the first steps. The first step is you have to get used to jumping over the head tube of the bike and landing on the floor on the other side of the frame. It's not an easy thing to do at first. You need to have the courage to jump over the head tube, and there's no halfway really. You need to jump over and not land halfway. So let's have a look in slow motion. As you can see, going up onto the back wheel, jumping over and looking just to land on the floor on the opposite side of the bike. Different angle here. I've got my foot on the seat post and on the frame. Going to do a little endo, and as you'll notice, my back wheel goes slightly to one side first, and this kind of helps you give a turn into the jumping over. As you can see, keeping my feet above and well clear of the front wheel, which is very important. Let's take a look now at again in slow motion, only this time we're going to be riding out. So we're looking now to put our foot onto the frame like you would at the end of a tail whip or a boomerang. So up onto the back wheel, jumping over, and this time looking for the frame with the foot, and then the other foot looking for the pedal as you ride out. Or on the peg, you can just roll out, let the brakes off. This is the double decade. It's going to take you quite some time to be able to do a double decade. Best thing to do is work on the single decade until you're absolutely sure on it. Here is some video of me trying and pulling some triple decades, followed by a nice combination ending in a single decade. Well, that was the decade. Hope you like that. It's going to take you a while to get it, that's for sure. But once you do, you can work on, of course, to the double and maybe even the triple. So, goodbye from me and goodbye from Cece. Take care now, bye.